Europe is waking up to a new reality, hey? Russia's aggression has changed everything, especially when it comes to defense. European countries are now looking for an edge, and guess where they're finding it? You got it, Ukraine. The Ukrainians are showing everyone how to fight back, with technology playing a big role. It's a classic case of necessity being the mother of invention. Ukraine is now a hub for defense tech, and Europe is taking notice. The war has been a crash course in modern warfare, and Ukrainian companies are at the forefront. They're developing cutting-edge technologies that are battle-tested and highly effective. This isn't some Silicon Valley pipe dream. This stuff is saving lives right now. European defense primes, those big companies that build tanks and planes, are now knocking on Ukraine's door. They see the innovation and want a piece of the action. Venture capitalists are also pouring money into Ukrainian startups. It seems like everyone wants to invest in the future of defense, and that future is looking pretty Ukrainian. So, what's all the fuss about? Well, Ukraine is becoming a powerhouse in AI-enabled drone technology. Think drones that can think for themselves, making decisions on the fly. This is next-level stuff. These drones are used for everything from reconnaissance to targeted strikes. But it's not just drones. Ukrainian companies are developing all sorts of cool and slightly terrifying innovations. We're talking about advanced radar systems that can see through walls, secure communication networks that can't be jammed, and even software that can predict enemy movements. Ukraine's tech-savvy workforce is a major factor in this success story. These guys and gals know their stuff, and they're incredibly resourceful. They're not afraid to experiment and push the boundaries of what's possible. And let's be real, they have a pretty good reason to innovate. They're fighting for their survival. With all this innovation happening, you might be wondering who's footing the bill. Well, a lot of it is coming from Europe itself. The European Union has realized that it needs to step up its defense game, and it's putting its money where its mouth is. We're talking about serious cash here. NATO, the big defense alliance, has set up a €1 billion innovation fund. That's a lot of euros. Individual countries like Estonia are also investing heavily in Ukrainian defense tech, and then there are the venture capitalists always eager to get in on the ground floor of the next big thing. They see the potential for huge profits, and they're not afraid to take risks. So, yeah, there's a lot of money flowing into Ukraine's defense sector right now. Let's put some names to these innovations, shall we? One company making waves is called Helsing. They're building cutting-edge strike drones, and they're already producing them at scale. We're talking about mass production, folks. They're even planning to open factories in Europe. Then there's Swarmer, a company that specializes in, you guessed it, drone swarms. These swarms can overwhelm enemy defenses, and they've already been battle-tested with over 32,000 combat missions under their belt. That's more missions than some air forces have flown. Another standout is terminal autonomy. They've developed AI-enabled loitering munitions, basically kamikaze drones that can hang out and wait for the perfect moment to strike. And get this, they've secured the largest NATO contract ever awarded for this type of technology. These are just a few examples of the many Ukrainian startups that are making waves in the defense industry. They're not just developing cool gadgets, they're creating the future of warfare. And that future is looking pretty bright, or should I say, explosively innovative.